All right. Hello, everyone. It's so amazing to see everyone here in the city of Mississauga. My name is Kyle Jans. I'm the Manager Communication and Media Relations with Curling Canada. Welcome, everyone. And I would like to begin today by acknowledging that the land which constitutes the present-day city of Mississauga is part of the Treaty of Traditional Territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat, and Wyandot nations. We recognize these peoples and their ancestors as peoples who inhabited the land since time immemorial. The city of Mississauga is home to many global Indigenous peoples. And I'm truly honored that Elder Stephen LaForme Winterhawk and Sedalia of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation are here today, and I would like to welcome you guys to the front to bring some greetings.
Bonjour, Ani bonjour. That means hello in Ojibwe. And what we're doing here is we're just doing a quick smudging. With Native people, the thing is we smudging with sage, because the smell of the sage and the smudge brings everybody together in one thought of mind and in a heart. So this is mostly about heart. We understand this, it's a tournament of the hearts. So I'll just introduce myself, Stephen Winterhawk, Indishnakaz. Indishnakaz means my name is Redwing Indishnakaz, Oak Tree Inini Indishnakaz. That means a lot of animals and trees have asked me to speak for them, so that's what I'm doing here. So I usually say, Anish Ishinakaz Young. What is your beautiful name?
Sedalia Mdishnakaz, Akimedoinque, Earth Medicine Woman, with which it's an honor to be.
Oh, so what I'll do is just do a short Ojibwe prayer, and then we'll do we'll do a song together, a short song that's called Sounding of the Heart Woman, so which is appropriate, I think. So the prayer goes like this. Buju Minenewe Maganug, Gishe Manitou, Shawe Mimishin, We Do Koishin, Shigoigu Bimaseon Oma Aking. So basically that means, hello all my relatives, and Great Spirit, bless us and help us to walk in a good path on this Mother Earth. So when we're going to do a song called Sounding of the Heart Woman, because this is all about women's curling, and it's about the tournament of the heart. So this song, the words mean, if you sing along with me when we get going, we sing Donnie, that means my daughter. So Donnie, it means my daughter, and the rest of the words means my daughter, remember who you are, and always remember that I'll always be with you. And my daughter, at the end it means you will go far because you are the sounding of the heart woman. So it goes like this.
Thank you so much. All right, let's get to it. No more suspense. I know there's a few hints in the room here, so I would like to call upon Curling Canada's Board of Governor Jennifer Howard to make the official announcement.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Kyle. Very hard act to follow. Thank you so much, Elder Stephen Laforme of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, for joining us today and sharing your thoughtful remarks and that beautiful song. It's meaningful to have you here as a part of this event, and we recognize the importance of continuing our journey toward reconciliation. Your contributions enrich this moment for all of us. For many reasons, it's truly a thrill to be here today for this exciting occasion for curling in Mississauga and the GTA. J'ai le plaisir de représenter le Conseil de gouverneurs de Curling Canada et de vous faire part de nouvelles spéciales. Otherwise known as, it's a privilege to represent Curling Canada's Board of Governors and share some very special news with you today. I'm sure many in this room have been eagerly anticipating this moment, as Kyle mentioned, so I won't keep you in suspense any longer. It's my honor to announce that the Paramount Fine Foods Center here in Mississauga will host the 2026 Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Bringing an event of this magnitude to life requires an extraordinary amount of dedication and teamwork, and it's clear that this winning bid from Mississauga exemplifies that effort. I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank all of the individuals and organizations who made this announcement possible, and there are a lot. First, we owe immense gratitude to our incredible partners at Krueger Products. When the first rocks are thrown here at the Paramount Fine Foods Center in 2026, it will mark 45 years of Krueger's unparalleled commitment to highlighting, elevating, and advancing women's sports. This partnership is truly a remarkable achievement in the sporting world. Susan Irving, CMO of Krueger Products, is here with us today. And on behalf of Curling Canada, thank you, Susan, for your steadfast support of our events, athletes, and the sport itself. Your commitment goes far beyond sponsorship. It's about uplifting the women and the young women and girls, inspiring future generations of athletes to pursue their own paths to greatness. We are also honored to have Deputy Mayor Matt Mahoney with us. Your enthusiasm and the City of Mississauga's dedication to bringing the Scotties Tournament of Hearts here has been outstanding. Thank you for your leadership and support. A heartfelt thanks also goes out to Tourism Mississauga, led by its CEO, Victoria Clark. Thank you for your hard work in making today possible. With events like APIC around the corner and the CPKC Women's Open this summer, Visit Mississauga has firmly established this city as a premier sports destination. Adding the Scotties Tournament of Hearts to that impressive lineup is a testament to your vision and commitment. I'd also like to acknowledge the province of Ontario. Unfortunately, the Minister of Sport, the Honourable Neil Lumsden, could not join us today, but we extend our thanks to him and Premier Ford for their invaluable support. Hosting an event like the Scotties provides tremendous exposure for both the host city and the province, with 70 hours of live coverage on TSN, a win for everyone. None of this would be possible without the passionate work of our member associations. I want to highlight Curling Ontario's contributions to growing the sport, both in the province and beyond. Thank you to Ontario Executive Director Matt Allen for your tireless efforts and unwavering support throughout this process. Finally, I want to celebrate the host committee, whose hard work and dedication made this bid a reality. Your efforts have laid the foundation for a spectacular event, and I know you're excited to begin engaging the curling community across the GTA in the lead up to 2026. Congratulations on this incredible achievement. Once again, thank you all for joining us today. We can't wait to see you at the 2026 Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
When the first rocks are thrown next year. That's going to be 16 years between curling events here at the Paramount Fine Food Center. You have to go back to 2009, a Grand Slam of curling event. That was in the Vancouver 2010 quadrennial. So we're very excited to be able to come back and check this out. There's a little bit of other history as well with curling at this event in the venue. The 2003 Provincial Ontario Men's and Women's Championships were hosted there as well. So make sure you circle these dates, January 23rd to February 4th, 2026. You can be part of the action. In fact, we have a few guests here who couldn't join us today, but I know they certainly have these dates circled in their schedule for next year. Let's take a look at those.
Congratulations to the City of Mississauga for winning the bid to host the 2026 Scotties Tournament of Hearts. The Scotties is where we've made some of the most incredible memories of our careers. It truly is a celebration of women's sport, and we're so excited to see it come to the GTA for the very first time.
Thank you to Krueger Products for the 44 years of unwavering support for the Tournament of Hearts. Your belief in women's curling laid the groundwork for us to follow our dreams and give us a chance to help others achieve theirs. Thank you to everyone who helped make this possible. From the host committee to Visit Mississauga and all stakeholders, we know the hard work and dedication it takes to make the Scotties a success. We wish you all the best as you prepare for what's sure to be an incredible event next year. We can't wait to see it all come together.
Hi everyone, I'm Colleen Jones here at the Halifax Curling Club, and I just want to send huge congratulations to everybody in the Toronto Curling Association that worked on the bid to get the Scotties to Mississauga. I am so excited to see what area code 45 can do. So many curling fans there, it's unreal. I know it's going to be huge. I can't wait to see the full arena there, and I just think this is a really exciting time for women's curling. Congratulations.
Let's try that again. There we go. Thank you so much to Emma, to Sarah, to Colleen for those messages. I know that they were very excited about this bid. Some of their career-defining moments have happened at the Scotties, so I know that this event means a lot to them. It means a lot to someone else in this room. I want to introduce and let's please give a round of applause to our Ontario provincial champion, Danielle Inglis of Team Inglis is here. She'll be representing Ontario at the 2025 Scotties in just a few weeks in Thunder Bay, and we are all so excited for her to have that opportunity. This event means the world to these athletes, and that's because of Krueger Products' involvement in truly making this an event that women want to be part of and achieve their dreams on. So with that, I would like to call upon Krueger Products Chief Marketing Officer, Susan Irving, to bring some greetings on behalf of Krueger.
Thanks, Kyle. Good morning, everyone. What an incredible milestone we're celebrating today, the 45th Scotties Tournament of Hearts. On behalf of everyone at Krueger Products, I am thrilled to be here to help kick off this special year for women's curling. At Krueger Products, we are immensely proud to be the longest-standing sponsor of women's sports in Canada and have supported this iconic tournament for 44 amazing years and counting. Over these decades, we've witnessed the Scotties Tournament of Hearts become more than a competition. It's a cherished tradition that brings communities together from coast to coast, inspiring generations of athletes and fans alike. As a Canadian company, we understand the power of sport to unite us, and it's an honor to play a role in celebrating and growing the women's game in this country. Curling fans, your support for both the Scotties Tournament of Hearts and our Scotties facial tissue brand has been a cornerstone of this tournament's success. Our products are proudly made in Canada by Canadians for Canadians, and it's your loyalty that makes all of this possible. We also want to thank our longtime partner, Curling Canada, for a collaboration that has elevated the Scotties Tournament of Hearts and inspired the next generation of curlers. We're proud to support initiatives like Girls Rock, a curling and mentorship program for young girls ages 9 to 16. Through this program, we aim to nurture the future stars of women's curling, some of whom may one day compete on this very stage. At Krueger Products, our mission is to make everyday life more comfortable, and we believe that supporting sports is an important part of building healthy, happy communities. Being part of the journey with all of you is truly an honor, and we look forward to witnessing the incredible talent on display at this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Thank you for being here today, for your passion, and for your continued support for women's curling. Let's make this milestone a year to remember. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Susan touched on the Girls Rock program, and I really want to draw attention to this for 1 second. It's a program that was nationally rolled out by Curling Canada last year. Roughly 300 girls got an opportunity to take part in a free curling session with their peers in a female-led environment to promote the opportunity to be able to play the sport. We know numbers significantly show that girls drop out of sports at a significantly higher rate than boys, and these programs are making a difference. So I mentioned about 300 last year that were nationally rolled out, and with Krueger's support next year and this year in 2025, we're looking at that number doubling, anywhere from 500 to 700 girls being involved in the Girls Rock program, and that will be coming right here to Mississauga in 2026 as well. Now, it's no secret that cities across Canada want to host these curling events. The cities and the tourism boards see significant economic impact, especially during a time of year where curling or where winter can be limited in those benefits. And so I really want to thank everyone who put in bids for the 2026 Scotties, because I can tell you that it was a very competitive process. So thank them all for their bids, and I would also encourage them to continue bidding in the future. We have a lot of great events coming up in 2027 and beyond. But that being said, it was hard to pass on Mississauga's bid. Now it's going to come with a lot of eyeballs to witness this event, with over 70 hours of national program and scheduled television on our partners TSN, as well as people watching from all across Canada and even across the world. So it's truly exciting, and the province of Ontario has been very much involved in that as well. Jennifer had mentioned that the Honourable Neil Lumsden couldn't be here with us today, but we want to thank them for that support. Takes a lot of teamwork as well. There's the Raptors 905, for example, the main tenants of the building over at the Paramount Fine Food Center. We come in about a week before to get the ice ready and start to prep things up, and then the event is 10 days in itself, so that's a long time away from the host facility, and so we really appreciate and thank them for that. And I also want to thank the folks at the Paramount Fine Food Center. I got a tour of this venue yesterday. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely amazing, the renovations that have taken part and happened in this facility. It's true that a lot of care, attention to detail has gone in to make this a real premier experience for the fans, and I cannot wait to see what curling ice looks like in it next year. Also, I want to thank the city of Mississauga. I had a chance to chat with Deputy Mayor Matt Mahoney a little bit earlier on today. I know he's a curling fan, and I know he's very excited for this announcement. So I would like to call him up right now to bring greetings on behalf of the city.
Thank you very much, Kyle. And yes, it's a little bit cold outside, and on my way in I had a runny nose, and before I sat down I said, I wish I had a tissue. Scotties. Thank you again, Kyle. Really do appreciate the warm welcome, and good morning, everybody. On behalf of Mayor Parrish and my council colleagues, I'd like to welcome you all to the city of Mississauga. I'd also like to acknowledge my council colleagues who are here with me today. We have Councillor Natalie Hart, who is a Ward 5 councillor, and we are sitting in her ward right now, and Paramount Fine Foods is within her boundaries. So, Natalie, thank you for coming. We have Councillor Martin Reed, the councillor for Ward 9, who's here with us as well. Councillor Brad Butt, who I do not see, or he's in the back there. I'd like to acknowledge Brad, the councillor for Ward 11. And I know Councillor Fonseca, the Ward 3 councillor, is on her way. She was a little bit late, but did just want to acknowledge my colleagues who are here today. We're very thrilled to welcome you to our great city and to this fantastic venue that will soon be home to our country's best female curlers at the Scotties Tournaments of Hearts 2026. The Paramount Fine Food Center originally opened in 1998 and has become a premier sports and entertainment facility in the GTA. It's recently undergone significant renovations to enhance the attendance experience at this venue, and it's a perfect spot to host this prestigious tournament. As you may or may not know, we do have some very strong ties to the curling community in our city. Mississauga's very own Cheryl McPherson won the 1990 Scotties Tournaments of Hearts. And our Dixie Curling Club has been operating, and on its original site, I might add, since March 1956. And of course, we're home to the curling club at the Mississauga Golf and Country Club. A love of curling is alive and well in Mississauga, and I know that residents and visitors will be excited to welcome these talented athletes and to come out and cheer them on as they compete for the trophy and the other tournament awards. We certainly do anticipate enthusiastic spectators for this great event. I'd also like to congratulate Victoria and her Visit Mississauga team for their tireless work to win this bid and to position our great city of Mississauga as a prime destination for sports, business, leisure, and travel. In 2024, Visit Mississauga was successful in bringing 17 funded sporting events to Mississauga, resulting in more than $14 million in economic impact to the city of Mississauga, and I know they have very big plans for this year as well. We're a world-class city, and we know the tournament's athletes and spectators will enjoy a wonderful experience in our house, and we want to come back and see us again. It's going to be an amazing event, and I certainly can't wait to attend in person. Thanks very much, everybody.
Thank you so much. All right, so one question that we frequently get after making an announcement like this is, when do tickets go on sale? And I can let you know that it is going to be soon. Initial ticket packages are going to be opening up February 20th at 10 a.m., so you can mark your calendars for that. There are some pre-sale opportunities available as well, so if you are interested in those, sign up for Curling Canada's newsletter. Go to curling.ca, scroll to the bottom of the page, and there will be a link to sign up for the newsletter. You will get some pre-sale opportunities, and those are going to start on December 18th. So that is an opportunity to get your tickets ahead of time. And the same goes for volunteering. Sign up for that newsletter, and you will be the first to know about when some upcoming volunteer announcements will be for this event, because we know that these events are not possible without the hundreds of volunteers that are there day in and day out to make this a success. Alluded to it, but the city of Mississauga is branding itself as a sports city. I want to congratulate Visit Mississauga on the work that they did to make this possible. There's a ton of cool events that are happening here. APIC is coming up in just a few weeks' time. This summer, the KPKC Women's Open golf event is here. We're adding the Scotties to that. They've done a lot of work of making sure that people want to be able to visit Mississauga, to be able to participate in watching some premier sports that you don't get the opportunity to everywhere else. The Scotties alone here, when we chat with previous host committees who have had this event, anywhere closely roughly a $6 million impact. So that is a huge benefit to the city. And it's because of the work of Victoria Clark and her team at Visit Mississauga. So I'd like to call upon the CEO, Victoria Clark, now.
Thank you so much, Kyle. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your kind words, and thank you for your kind words. We are so thrilled and delighted. I can't even read my notes because you folks have all covered all of the incredible things, but here's what I want to say. The first 900 in Canada, what's that? You don't need to be a skateboarding fan. The first. The first legal base jump in Ontario, and now the first Scotties in the GTA. Visit Mississauga is looking to host and looking to attract the firsts, the bests, and the onlys. And there's no better announcement than hosting the 2026 Scotties here in Mississauga. I have the privilege of leading such an absolutely incredible, ambitious, and really record-breaking team here in Mississauga. We've had a very short runway. We started in COVID, but we have an incredible community. And so thank you to the local organizing committee for bringing this opportunity to our team. Thank you to my team for imagining well beyond what maybe we could have said we were prepared for. And then thank you to our partners and venues. And as you had said, Kyle, being able to move around the 905, being able to capitalize on the investments that our community have made in these facilities. I am so incredibly proud to lead this team, and I'm so incredibly proud to represent this city. When visitors like those that will come from across the country and indeed across the world come to experience the festival or the Scotties Tournament of Hearts here in Mississauga, what they leave behind is jobs. What they leave behind is dollars and traffic and excitement in our community. But what I hope they take with them is incredible memories of the kindness, the inclusivity, and the incredible positive energy that exists here in our community. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out today and for celebrating with us. And also, finally, my mom gets to understand what we do. For anybody that has a job and their parents don't quite get what they do, Kyle, that was the first thing that my mother and both of her curling clubs asked me, which was, when do tickets go on sale? And don't worry, Mom, you can sit right next to me at the front of the stands. But thank you so much, Kyle. Thank you so much to your organization for selecting Mississauga, and thank you all for coming out today.
So for those who are into trivia, I got a fun trivia fact for your next night out, okay? It's curling-related trivia. That comes up often, I feel like. So here we go. The GTA, as we have said, has never hosted the Scotties, but this event's unofficial origins actually began in the GTA. So you go back to 1960. It was an invitational event that was hosted between Western Canadian champions and Eastern Canadian champions. And those two teams met at the Oshawa Curling Rink to have a best 2 of 3 series. It was Saskatchewan's Joyce McKee who won that 2 of 3 series, 2-0. And it paved the way for next year's first official national championship. So while it has not officially or started in the GTA, it does have its roots here. Same goes for the Brier, as a matter of fact, the first 13 events hosted in Toronto. And I guess this is kind of a long-winded way of saying that Ontario knows how to host curling events. And modern day, with Curling Ontario, our member association and our partner, they have done a lot of great work in making sure that this bid comes through, and they love being able to host these events. And so on behalf of Curling Ontario, I would like to introduce Executive Director Matt Allen.
Thank you, Kyle. I think we'll all use that trivia in the future. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of our Board of Directors, staff, and over 180 member clubs within Curling Ontario, we are honored to welcome the country's best curlers back to Ontario and the Paramount Fine Foods Sports Complex. As Kyle just mentioned, Ontario does have a track record of hosting successful major curling events, and next year will be no different. The hard work of the TCA and Visit Mississauga and the countless volunteers you will now begin assembling will ensure next year's events builds excitement not only in Ontario but across the country as we approach the Olympic Games just a few weeks later. Of course, part of today is about thanking the people behind the scenes who have and will work tirelessly to make this event possible. Thank you to Jennifer and Curling Canada for trusting TCA in Ontario with these prestigious hosting responsibilities. Thank you to Sean and the TCA in the City of Mississauga and Visit Mississauga in advance for all the work that will go on over the next 12 months. And of course, thank you to Krueger for continuing your support for women's sport at the national level and your commitment to equity and ensuring women have the continued platform for such an event. We look forward not only to great action on the ice, but also in collaborating with Curling Canada and the TCA to leave a legacy not only in Ontario, but in Mississauga to grow this great game we all love. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Now, I got to meet our next speaker for the first time today, and when I met him, I could sense the excitement in his body and everything. He cannot wait for today to be possible. And now that the news is out, I would like to introduce Host Committee Co-Chair Sean Homan to take us home.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. I'll just add to everybody's comments today. There's a lot of thank yous for today. When we first met with Visit Mississauga, it feels like a long time ago now, to talk about the concept of doing a bid for the Scotties. I went home and I was so excited. I'm a guy that likes to organize stuff. I like to do things. I like to host stuff. So this was, oh my God, the Scotties, the ultimate. So thanks to Krueger, thanks to Curling Ontario, huge thanks to Curling Canada for giving, the trust in the bid that we put together. We knew it was a really good bid, and if anybody was going to beat our bid, it was going to have to be so unbelievably good. But it was so nice. When I got the call from Nolan back in November, the only bad thing was I couldn't tell anybody outside the host committee. So for 2 months, we've been talking to people about, we put a bid in. We don't know what's going to happen. And we haven't been able to say anything. Now we can say something. So, to Kyle's point, there's a lot of work to go ahead. When we were at the Scotties last year in Calgary, we saw how good Curling Canada is at hosting the events. Our role is to make sure that all the behind-the-scenes stuff that they need to have in place for the event to run smoothly is done. We know we've got the support of a lot of volunteers. Mississauga has been great. We just look so forward to being able to talk about this publicly now and work with everybody that's involved in making this a great event. We talked before about bringing the Scotties back home to Mississauga where Krueger is based. That was a big focus of what we wanted to do. Congratulations to everybody that worked to get us there. Thank you very much.
That's it, everyone. I'm very excited, and I can't wait to see you next year for the 2026 Scotties. We're about to end here. For media who are here, if you would like any opportunities for media scrums, we will be able to coordinate that after. But I would like to call upon Elder Stephen Laforme one last time to bid us adieu.
Bonjour. Any bonjour, that means hi, hello. So we have, in Ojibwe, we have a traveling song, which is everybody good luck and everything, spirits protect you and guide you back to wherever you come, and good for the next year. So this is how it goes. We'll just do it 4 times.
interested in speaking with anyone, please let me know and we can arrange that. There's a lot of food at the back there, so please help yourself, and we'll see you next year at the 2026 Scotties Tournament of